cross 1,000 borders just so I can be with you. Loving you's a mission, but I'm ready, ready. 1,000 borders just so I can be with you. This love I got is nothing to be played with, baby.
Guys, it's your boy Charlie and Leila.
Hi guys.
We just doing the questionnaire for Oli and Angie.
The page, like, follow, share,
please,
tag,
you know what to do.
The whole shebang.
Okay, the introduction is done. Now we're going to reply to the questions.
Be honest now. Forget I'm here. Be honest.
Stop it. Can I answer the question? You also have to answer the question. So she wasn't really like, when I looked at her, I thought to myself, oh, okay, I see her, but she wouldn't generally be the type of woman that I would go for.
Chai!
But then there was something else about her that really like just attracted me to her. And then I was like, you know what, let me just try to figure out what it is about her. So yeah. What was your first impression?
Well,
oh my god, there she goes.
the first impression I ever got about this dude is at the camp, like you said, we met at the camp. So first impression was like, this nigga is feeling himself because somebody stole his vest.
That was afterwards.
And everybody was like, Charlie, and I was like, okay. That was, honestly speaking, that was my first impression. There was no ooh, there was no it was just like, okay, he's one of those player types feeling himself because he's cute, you know, he was cute, and all the girls were like, oh my god, Charlie. And yeah, that was my first impression of Charlie. What did you dislike most about your partner initially? What did you dislike about me? I mean, I'm so adorable, I'm so nice. Can you really dislike anything about me?
Just like anybody, she has qualities and flaws, you know. I didn't like time management when it came to her. She was very late. Like, she always has been that type of person that needed to have like a reminder, and not just like like an alarm on the phone, but she needed to have somebody that could be like, did you do this, did you do that, did you wake up on time to go to work? For example, I'm not going to get into the details about this because it's going to drag forever.
Hey,
so that's what I didn't like.
But chat about this video afterwards.
Wow, I'm in trouble, guys.
And what did you like about me? Fine.
I love your personality.
After 2 days, you know my personality.
No, as the relationship like unraveled, baby.
They're talking about initially.
Initially, well, your personality. Like, obviously, I liked what I saw. I was attracted to you physically first before I could have anything else.
Okay.
Because that's the first thing that comes to mind. And obviously, you spend time with the person, you start to like their personality, you start to like who they are as a person.
Okay.
That's how it went.
Initially, what I didn't like about you, should I put it on the video or should I not?
Yeah, we already here. You might as well.
Oh, this is transparency, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please go.
He's grown out of it so much, but just that neediness. Yes. Why are you squinting your eyes? Is sand going in your eyes? Guys, we're at the beach, by the way. So are you squinting because there's sand in your eyes or what? Charlie was a very me. He's not like that anymore. Occasionally. But look, he's always, whenever he walks into the room, automatically attention is just drawn to him because that's just his personality. And sometimes that just put me off because I just want to be in the corner, not seen, and you know, be my weird self. And then because I'm with him, everybody notices us. That was the thing that just really killed me. But
so you would have hoped that, you know, I'm not that type of guy. Like, I'm not.
No, I've learned to deal with it, and it is who you are. And that's also one of the things that I like about you now. Like, you command the attention of the room when you walk into it.
All right.
Which is what I really like. How influential were your differences in your relationship? Race, cultural background.
Go ahead.
How influential? Okay, we're both black.
Wow. You come from Uganda originally?
Yes.
I come from Gabon.
I was born, but I was raised in SA.
Yeah.
He comes from a French background. I come from a mixed masala background.
Masala.
I think language was a big thing in terms of getting along with his family. Thank God for technology. And also, he's an easygoing guy, so food-wise, not really. And when you say culture, I don't know, like we don't really have those, oh, go to the mountains, oh, you must dress like this, you must eat like that, you must, we don't have those stuff. I think we're making our own culture, right?
Yep.
How did you overcome the challenges of differences in your relationship? Communication.
Still.
He had a habit of, when things get heated, brother man just walks off. Like, I'm there talking to myself, shouting at myself, and I needed to learn to control my tone and my temper.
And not give an explanation for everything.
Yeah, that one too. But if something needed to be explained.
No. You're right. Guys, you see this?
Okay.
Next.
But yeah, I think you got it. Oh, why are you rushing me? I was still explaining. Okay, how difficult was it for your family and friends to accept your relationship?
Hey.
I think because he's a mama's boy, his mom had a bit of a struggle. His mom wanted him to get married to a Gabonese girl. Okay, let's get that out of the way from the get-go. And obviously he fell in love with moi. So that was a bit of a challenge in order for her to accept and overcome it. And then she got to know me, and obviously, I mean, like a mother, she would want her child to be happy, and obviously Charlie was man enough to not stand up to her, but just to express his feelings in a respectful manner to her and make her understand. And then she also got a chance to spend time with me and see how amazing I am, of course, and then she fell in love with me, and everything is history. As for friends, I did get a lot of warnings from my friends.
Will you keep quiet?
About Charlie, because everybody was like, he's a player, do this, whatever. And he had previously just came out of a relationship just before we got together, like about 6 months ago. So everybody was like, you don't want to be the rebound girl, blah blah blah. But 4 years later, rebound girl is still here.
You wouldn't have to call yourself a rimbacker because you were not.
Anyway,
next question, please.
Did you have to cut anybody off to keep your relationship? Loss of any friends over it or family?
I didn't have to cut anybody because I feel like if you have to cut anybody, as family and friends, they are not considered as such as being important in your life, because if they're your friends or your family, they should accept and respect your decision.
Yeah, I don't recall having to cut.
That's what I feel like. So no, I didn't have to cut nobody.
Yeah, after we put everybody in their place, like this is what we want, we're doing it, and then everybody was like, okay, okay. Okay, can you recall the most romantic moment you've shared?
Do you remember?
No, I'm asking you the question.
Oh wow, obviously. Why would you be asking me the question? There's so many romantic moments that you've had from the time we met. I always thought that Leila was that type of person that would read into situations even before they happen. So I was like, even when I proposed to her, I said to myself, if I have to propose to this girl at the restaurant and make it like, romantic dinner, that thing ain't gonna work. So I had to go like a different route. But wow, the most romantic moment that you've ever shared. Now that you think of it,
I think the most romantic was
when we went to Gabon. Yeah. We went to Gabon the first year.
Where was that place called?
Not
Port de
River Lodge.
River Lodge.
And it has this feel of
that
Mauritius.
picture is still on my Instagram profile where I'm there, island living, looking all sexy.
She was living her best life. Not like she's not living her best life now.
Yeah, but back then without kids. Damn. Now I'm living my best life with kids. That was without the kids.
that was the most, I think.
Yeah. Oh my God, they had like roses on the bed with the swan.
Charlie organized the thing. Charlie went. Yeah.
It was it around my birthday time as well,
yeah.
right?
It was your birthday surprise.
Happy birthday, and the food was mwah! Oh my
So,
god. No, that place was romantic shame. And then the night before we had to leave, it was storming, like, you know, tropical storm 5. Anyway,
Railing.
moving on. Rail it in.
Please.
How do you
PG.
feel when others find your partner attractive?
Oh, I wasn't ready for that. I mean, look, our relationship from day one has been like one that is very liberal in terms of expressing how we feel about certain things. Leila and I, we are not the typical type of couple that would just be like jealous about anything because we know each other that well.
Okay, now.
So we'll be kind of like discussing if we see, let's say, a person passing by. I'll be
I'm
like,
looking at Omari, guys. Sorry.
I'll be like, yo, babe, check this out. If I find, for example, the person attractive or something like this. But for me, if somebody finds my wife attractive, it's all right by me, as long as they don't go further, trying to, you know, get into a DMs and start to be jiggy.
I asked you, how do you feel? Tell us. Oh, you're going like this around the question. Talk.
I will feel a little bit concerned if it has to go beyond the compliment of attractiveness. That's it.
Okay. Well, as for me, it's like, yeah, he's mine. You can look, but you can't touch. You know, it makes my head swell a little bit. Well, I mean, okay, fine. Everybody says Charlie is attractive because he just generally just is an attractive guy. But for me, so I don't generally swell, but when I swell is when I'm in a group of friends or whatever. I won't say friends because obviously friends know my husband. When I'm in a group of people that don't know us as a couple and they don't know that he's my husband, I'm just here chilling and we're talking, vibing, whatever. And then when he's obviously not around, I'm like, oh my god, he's cute, blah blah, oh my god. And I'll be like, just listening, be like, and then he'll walk into the room and he'll be like, hey babe, kissing me, and they'll be like, oh, why didn't you say he was with you? And I'm like, I just want to hear what y'all was saying. But, yeah. Yeah, it feels good. Obviously when it's just talking, but don't go after him, because you know
She's
then I'm gonna fight with him.
She's gonna go off on you.
No, not on you, on him, because he's the one that owes me loyalty.
Oh.
They don't owe me jack.
All right.
Well, was
I
that
think
it?
that's it. Yep.
Oh, that was nice.
Well, we
Okay,
hope that we were able
guys.
to answer to all the questions. We just wanted to,
Appropriately, and
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed watching us.
and I just want to say thank you to Olivier and Angie to give us the
Opportunity
platform.
to share our views and our
Yep.
opinions and our feelings.
I hope
about
you enjoyed the
our
series. It's
relationship.
gonna be amazing.
Yes.
Follow the page on Facebook, Oli and Angie.
Like,
Share,
share,
comment.
Like, share, comment in that order. Like, share, comment. You can comment after, but make
It's
sure
your
you
boy
share.
Charlie, Mike, and Leila, right here in Dubai. You know what it is.
Your girl,
Peace.
Leila on mic.
And she had to go there. We out.
Bye.
1,000 borders just so I can be with you. Loving you's a mission, but I'm ready. 1,000 borders just so I can be with you. This love I got is nothing to be played with, baby.